Okay guys, it's me, MrPicklesAndTea, and of course, as usual, I have my cousin here, who was extremely difficult to get here. You know how I've been posting Twitter comments everywhere about how everything sucked. Oh, hey look, you can see it here. The subscribers can probably see the little recording thing right over here on the monitor.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. It actually records your monitor and not actually the menu. I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
You shouldn't say swear words. It's very rude.
Oh, that wasn't a swear word.
It was very rude. Okay, let's begin the game.
Okay.
Oddly enough, the only swear word I say on YouTube most of the time, I mean, I sometimes say swear words, but very rarely, only when it's deserved. But the swear word that I use commonly is fudge. Like, fudge! No! Okay, so we were playing the Stanley Parable, a scary game. If you haven't heard about it, it's like Slender, sort of. Kind of amnesia, that kind of game. It's supposed to scare you. So, I'm hoping that Michael will flip out and flip the keyboard like he did with Slender.
Yeah, hopefully.
Michael, are you still confident that you will not do that this time?
I don't know if I can be as confident as the last time, but I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah. I'm confident.
Okay, begin the game. By the way, there's a cutscene right after this, maybe. But
and I also have no idea what I'm doing.
Don't skip it. Don't click anything if there's a cutscene.
Alright, alright.
The cutscene sets the mood. Sort of. It's a bit of a weird game, but it's still quite good. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Why is it taking so long to load? I have 2 SSDs here. There we go.
It's working.
Good loading. Come on. It's like suddenly it's a completely different game. I don't know. The Stanley Parable is weird. I've played it before, and apparently the first time you play it affects the second time you play it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Shut up. Me.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Michael made a weird face there,
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
You did it.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so there's a cutscene over. So as you can see, the Stanley Parable is a bit of a weird game when it comes to this, but it's still quite scary. It sets it up quite weirdly, but
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, Mr. Memo. I wish you could get that clicking door achievement. That one's actually quite funny. But I already got it. Maybe I can show him a video of it. I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Michael's one of those obedient people.
Yeah.
Basically half of the people go, 90% of the people go on to the white door the first try. Not gonna tell you what happens when
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Michael's finding this interesting. It's a bit odd to have to shut up when he starts talking, but it works quite nicely, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people find it very rude when we talk over it. Okay. There's a bit of comedy at the start, but it's going to become quite bad. Past the room
Coming to a
closet,
staircase,
fine.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, Michael's scared as fudge right now. Already, that's quite...
I don't watch scary
that's quite
movies,
something.
bro. Alright.
He likes watching scary movies. They aren't that bad. Scary games, however, they're on a whole
It's a
new level.
whole different thing.
Okay.
Oh, it's a nice office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
That's
But
pretty
of
secret,
course,
huh?
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a knack for interrupting people, whether I like it or
Am I
not.
supposed to know what I'm doing now?
Yeah, he told you the PIN code for that thing. That's
this-
way over
Stanley
here.
just sat around twiddling his
I forgot
thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You might want to type it in wrong, by the way.
What?
Something scary might happen.
Oh, whatever.
28. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, so that's good. You managed to get past the keypad. I mean, here's the thing. Some of the things in this game scare you when you're not obedient. However, some of the games do scare you anyway, even if you are obedient.
What the heck?
What?
Why isn't it open? Oh. Oh.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you that the door opened behind you.
Well, don't tell me anything. Otherwise, I won't get scared if I know.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh, please don't tell
By
me.
the way, you might not want to stay in one place for too long.
Oh,
so-
God.
Okay.
Am I supposed to go somewhere?
Yeah, press the button.
Oh, God.
Drag the button downwards. It's really setting the mood, huh?
Oh, it's
Loading.
great.
At
Let's get some breathing time on the loading screen.
Yeah, you get some breathing time.
Okay.
I uploaded a video a while back of this, and I
Descending deeper into the
freaked out,
building,
by the way.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
You should have some like gamma binaural beats going on right now, because those are supposed to make you scared. Gamma binaural beats.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, that's pretty good, huh? I played this quite a bit. I watched it quite a bit, and I had. Oh yeah, no, I didn't have. I tried to get your brother to play it. No name is being used right now. I know he wants to be on YouTube, but I mean.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Not going to use
What
his name.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I say he's too young, but I mean, let's face it, well, I mean, you're like a year younger than me, and I'm not. I'm almost 18, or am I? You guys know the general area of my age.
Why all these buttons?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
You can actually find which monitor you are. It's a bit
Me
difficult
right
though.
there.
Not to like which monitor like your room is at.
That's me right there, bro. I don't know.
No, it's like 2. What is it? 4, 8, 7.
4-2. It's 4-2 something.
4-2 something. Oh, I think it's that one right there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Anyways.
There's another elevator. Aren't elevators nice, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the more silent it is, the more
This
I'm gonna get
mind
scared.
control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This game needs more Morgan Freeman.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay, you're getting pretty close now.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
Go down now.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this
sorry.
very place. And as the cold reality of his past
otherwise I won't
began
get
to sink
scared.
in,
Okay, let's look.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
You guys didn't see that, but I was like sort of fake putting on super glue on my lips there. Like to keep myself from spoilers.
Clicking buttons.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do the same thing that Yogg's Cashin did. He just spent like, I don't know, 10 minutes pushing buttons.
Okay.
And he wasn't supposed to. It's just, it doesn't do anything. It just makes it sound. Like,
Alright.
beep,
Here we
beep.
go.
That's a spoiler that I'm going to say. But that's a shout out to Yogg's Cashin. He's a sort of cool guy. I want to sub him. Sub him, please, Plox.
And when
like
at
all
last he
videos.
found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Which one do you want to choose, Michael?
Okay, I know how to choose this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, oh, son of a bitch. That's it.
No, it's not over yet. This is... Oh, boy.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine! Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
You are so obedient.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
218 is
but to
playing.
let go.
Papers, please.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
Shout out to Quake
what to
218.
do,
He's a great YouTuber.
or
Sub
how to
him
feel.
right now.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Sub
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Sub MC Pop-Up 2. Sub the other guy. Subscribe to
Stanley
members of
felt the
ATG,
cool
Sell
breeze
Zoe.
upon his skin,
Okay, is this
the
supposed
feeling
to
of
be scary?
liberation,
No,
the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Are you for real?
This was
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
the
dude,
way,
it's the entire
right
time.
now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yes. I had you tricked, didn't I? Yeah. Now, the reason why is your younger brother actually played this game, and he said, this isn't a scary game, is it? and he thought it was a scary game throughout the entire thing. And even after he finished it, he thought it was a scary game, and I kept telling him it wasn't a scary game. Oh, and by the way,
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I would like to switch places with you, Michael.
Okay, but wait, why is it starting over?
Oh, because you could have chosen another pass. It's a splitting story. You were an obedient little prick, weren't you?
Well, what's the point of all this if I get scared?
The point is that it's an interesting story. It's really great and hilarious. I'm going to show you. So guys, that was a video. We will be making another video. That's right. There's going to be 2 videos of this thing. And maybe, who knows, there might be some Assassin's Creed with the 2 of us as well. Just doping around being stupid. Michael's really bad at Assassin's Creed. Or The Witcher 2. You could be playing The Witcher 2. Oh, sorry, Michael. You're actually quite good at Assassin's Creed. You're just new to it. The entire series. I was actually quite around as good as you. Okay, wait. This is a very long outro to the video. We should end it. You say something to end it properly. Do it. First, say something.
Say what?
Say something!
You say something.
Hey guys, that's right, the video's ending here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I would absolutely love this. I would also like it if you could like, comment, favorite, and share this video to Facebook, Twitter, and any social network you may have. Featuring my channel is also a huge boost and only needs to be done once. This would help more than you know, and I couldn't thank you enough. So I guess I will see you later.